Hey, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll talk about the product management evaluation. Like in most of the no, like you might be aware of like what exactly the product management is about, you know, but it's very imperative to understand, that how exactly the product management got evolved in the complete, you know, timeline across like during the 1950s, and then that how exactly it got completely evolved, right? So we'll start with within that if you talk about during the 1950s to 60s, right? Like how at that point of time, where the product management domain or as a role got evolved or got originated, or there was a could or you can say the genesis is where it happened. So it started with Procter and Gamble. So Procter and Gamble discover, or maybe say that they came up with this rule where early product managers used to focus a lot on product development and marketing. And if you see the comparative understanding, or if you go through the comparative study of what exactly we have in majority of the product management role, you will see that there's the marketing is missing, right? It's more about the market research. We'll come up with the different features, or different what exactly the strategy, or what could be the vision of the product. But we are not so much you know uh, inclined towards the marketing, or the marketing of the product, like how exactly the customer perceived this product. And the company have the dedicated team for the product managers, right? Or we say for the marketing of these products. Uh, and 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 that's why if you see recently the Airbnb, right, they completely scrapped the role of product manager, and they renamed it as the product marketing manager role, right, where the product managers were not only involved with coming up with the new features, or new product or product vision, but they will also be responsible for the complete marketing of the product. That there should be success in the market, how they are going to pitch that product to the customers. So all these things they will be doing. Now moving ahead into 1970s and 80s, right? There you will see the rise of cross-functional teams. Uh, so there was a lot of shift. That the earlier what used to happen is the teams used to work in silos, right? Different departments does not used to collaborate much. But during the 1970s to 1980s, there was a decent boom in cross-functional teams collaboration, like people, teams from the different uh, functional group, or maybe the different departments started working for the single problem, started talking more, collaborating more. So what basically that helped is to bring the complete product management, or basically seeing a particular problem from the different perception, right? When you have the people coming from different domains, they will have a different perception or different way of solving the problem, and then you will start innovating and discovering, and come up with the right solution for the particular problem. Then in during 1990s, right, that's where you will see a lot of shift which happened from physical product management to the digital product management. So there was a boom of technology and software, right? So a lot of product managers, since there was a at the market level itself, there's uh, a good shift from the physical product to the software products. A lot of product managers came up there also, and they started looking after the challenges, and they started looking have the like, coming up the opportunities when the shift happened from the physical to the digital products. Now if we talk about in 2000s, right, there so before this there was a lot of penetration of waterfall model, right? So waterfall model was basically that it's a linear model where or you can say sequential model, right, which basically getting the requirement from the client, and then the team collaborate, the development team collaborate, and they build the product without even connecting with the customers during the journey of the development. And once it is developed, then they will showcase the product to the customer. And if they have certain feedback or certain things to do, so then again they will be initiating the complete cycle of product management, or yes, product development. And then again, after having all those things, all those process done, then they will again visit or connect with the customer, and then again get the feedback. But in 2000, what happened, that the complete development the major challenge with the waterfall model was, it had a lot of a lot of time, like increase in the time to value, right? Like there was a lot of latency between the getting the pulse. So like say you develop the complete product and then you get, okay, this is not what I needed. Now again you have to, reinvent the wheel. You need again have to do a lot of, lift and shift, right? But now it's what happens with the agile methodology and iterative development. There like the product development team started, interacting with the customers, getting their feedback very early in the phase of the development, and then it's more of, iteration. And like let's say if you, 2 weeks or 3 weeks time, they develop the product, get the feedback, build a small module of that particular requirement, and then get the feedback. And then in case there is certain issues, they will revamp the product, and then again, start building the step by step ways of like complete building of the software end to end functionalities. Then came to, if you see about 2010s, right? So earlier like still, that we used to get the lot of feedbacks from the end customers. But right now when the user centric design and UX came in, so there like product development team started, and even the product management team, I would say, specifically, they started prioritizing user feedback, right? And they started incorporating all those things in the development process itself, like in the initial process itself. The earlier it was not so, but in 2010s, when you user centric design and the UX team started getting built up, right? There they started keeping the user in the center rather than the product, and they get a lot of feedback, and they started incorporating. And that's how, they used to reach to the market fit, or you can say product market fit, way earlier than in 2000s. Now if you talk about 2020s, right, now the era of product led growth and data driven came in, where a lot of analytics get started, running at the back end. And a lot of product strategies are not just qualitative driven, but it's more of a data driven. They get the insights, and also, they're coming up with the trial version, right? So then so what happened, what the major challenge, like why exactly, first of all, we came up with the product led growth. The company started coming up with the product led growth, and why industry started adopting is because of, the complete uh, cost intensive of way of pitching the product, to any of the customers or any of the users who might not be interested in. And then you are basically, you are incurring, as a company, you are incurring a lot of fixed cost, because you will need to have all those sales guys, technical sales guys, coming up, and then they will be interacting. So they're that the conversion is also less. But now when you have a product led growth, what does it mean? That you build the product, let the product do a lot of stuff, let the product itself, give the value out to the customer, so they get the trial version, they experience the product. And then you create a funnel, and you start, rather than targeting complete user set, you will target, the sales people will focus on those users who are really interested in, and how they get which all users are interested in, by reading the analytics, right? By understanding, okay, which users are more focused, or which users are more interested, or which users are more reaching to the final stage of purchasing. And then they started, influencing them to purchase the product. And that's how they will meet needing, lesser sales per person, right? And more actions will happen within the product. So that's how the complete story of the product management happened. So if you see, like, initially the product management role got originated in marketing, right? It's a very market heavy role. But right now you will see a lot of shift is happening, like in the between, right? The product management were more focused on the product, understanding the users, but not about the marketing. But again, the whole cycle is getting complete, revolving or circling back to the initial, how the product management used to be, right? Like it was a healthy relation of product development as well as the marketing. So this is how the complete product management got evolved. I believe, this video would add a value to it, and it will let you understand, that how exactly the things got originated, and how exactly the product management role is getting involved, right? So even in case, that if you start getting like a lot of push from the leadership, no, you need to involve in marketing. So you need to understand, and you will have the idea, okay, yeah, that product management actual role is not only about product, creating product vision or product feature set, but it's also about marketing, and making sure the customer is liking it. So guys, yeah, so if you like this video, please do, hit a like, subscribe, and comment like what exactly new videos you would like to see in my channel. And basically this channel, I am, it's not only about product management, but also about, having a very healthy lifestyle. I will also start creating content related to investment, then like how exactly we can, evolve or enrich ourselves with a lot of hobbies. Because most of the time, like the people who are working in the corporates, they don't beef up their hobbies, right? It's very important to have a healthy set of hobbies also. When, let's say, when you are not working or not, doing anything, probably you would be able to utilize your potential or doing certain things and utilizing your time in productive way. Okay guys, I hope you like this video. Till then, bye.